Would you look at that? We have steel ingots. Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Satisfactory. Alrighty, what did we do last episode? I believe we got all of our power set up. We unlocked steel, we got some hard drives. Well, I should say hard drives. So we found out alternate recipes. I guess at some point we probably need to look for more alternate recipes because the one I got, I forget what it even was. I think it was an alternate thing for screws or plates and seems to produce things at a better rate than the normal recipes. So hard drives is definitely something we need to look at. Also did the awesome shop. So we got this loaded cart. Awesome, awesome. But today we are going to focus on getting steel set up because we just finished the milestone for that. Ooh, actually, let's go back and let's see what the next milestone is that we need to look at. Just so I know kind of what direction we're going to go in. And then we will go from there. So I know I unlock steel. So steel ingots is coal and iron. Steel beams is the iron ingots. Steel pipes, iron ingots. Versatile framework. Oh, we have to combine that with a frame, and that's up here. So, question is, I'm pretty sure there is more coal that way. Not up there where all my power is. I think there's coal out there. So, since I need coal in order to make steel, do I make the steel out there if there's iron out there? Or do I pump the coal back here and kind of do like a main base? I'm kind of leaning towards we set up subsystems or like sub factories. So maybe we do steel out there, get the steel ingot produced, and then pipe the ingot back at least. Like we don't pipe just the raw coal back. There doesn't seem to be a reason to necessarily do that. We could also like do everything out there and pipe it back as completed items. And then eventually when we get things like trains, use that to transport it back. But I'm thinking we do that instead of just, you know, piping all the copper over here, all the iron, all the coal, and whatever else resources are in this game. Kind of just do subsystems and transport finished items back. I think that's the route we're going to go with. Let's look at our next tier. Okay, advanced steel. Minor MK2, so that's 120 resources per minute. But we have pure nodes, so is that 240? So our belts wouldn't even support this. So ideally, we can definitely work on this. Wait, what is this? Encased industrial beams. Oh, so we can't do hypertubes without this. This is kind of useless until we get Mark III. So I think what we do Mark III first, then advanced steel, then hypertubes. So let's just get this selected so we at least know what we're working on. And that is the plan. So yeah, today we're gonna try to find some coal, try to find an iron node out there, hopefully. And then, actually, let me get a beacon, because aren't beacons useful? I've actually never used a beacon, but I think how this shows up as the hub on my compass up top, I think we could put down a beacon and use that to show. Ooh, I need to take materials, obviously. All right, let me gather some materials. We'll figure out what we need. And then we'll go on the hunt for some coal and iron to make steel. All right, we'll be back. Alrighty, so I made a quick checklist. On the side, I just threw a bunch of stuff together. So, I just made up some numbers. I put like 5 miners, 5 smelters, couple constructors, power poles, power lines, conveyor belts, foundation to build it all on. Got the basic materials for that, so hopefully whatever coal or iron mines we find over in this direction, we have enough materials to make use of it. I did also, before I go get that coal, because I know it's down there somewhere. Let's see, where is it? Okay, that's that coal. There should be some more out there. Or there. Oh, no, that's not it. Oh, there it is. Wait. Okay, maybe not. I know there's coal out there, but what we're gonna do is because we need power to get down there, we need to hook on to this. Wait, what can't I build? Oh, invalidate. Got it. So we're gonna hook onto this and bring it down with us. I wanna say it's this way. I can't see anything. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. I want to say there's coal. Well, where am I? That's just like a pit into the abyss. Okay, so if that's our base, I think coal is this way. Oh, I can't see anything. Yeah, I know that coal's there. I know. Ah, where's the coal at? 741, is that it? Maybe that is it. All right, well, I'm gonna wait for daytime so I can see where I'm going, and then we're gonna hook onto this power and find those coal mines and get steel started. So let's boop over to that, get everything set up. Hopefully it gets daytime pretty soon. Looks like the moon's going down. Sun should be coming up. Alrighty, let's go. Alrighty, so I found the coal. So it was basically straight north of my coal generators. Ooh, I should pop down a beacon. I've actually never used one. How do we do this? Swap out this mod. All right, beacon. Is this a beacon? Oh. Have to configure. Enter name. Coal. How about steel factory? Sure. Beacon color. Let's do like that. There you go. All right, cool. Now it shows on my compass. Awesome. Beacon's totally useful. So coal mine is basically right up there. As you can see, this is our base. Over here is a giant lake that we explored probably 3-4 episodes ago. Or maybe it was earlier than that when I was looking for coal. So we came all the way over here trying to see if there's a way up there. And there was no way around, but that's what made me find this other coal. So that's where we came from. So I brought power all the way down from our base. So if we take a look, all I did was ran it to the edge of the cliff right there. And then I shimmied my way down the rocks, slid down, put power poles as I went across, brought it across the land here, and we are good. So from the looks of it, there are about 4 coal mines. There's 2 there. And then I think there's 2 behind it. And then we have 1 iron mine, I think, that's right up here. So we got 4 coal mines, 1 iron mine, so that's way too much coal. But eventually when we get better miners for iron and things like that, we could work it all out. I don't know if there's copper or anything. Copper, copper, copper? Oh. Really? We have copper here too? No way. Oh, no, we don't. That was iron still. Okay, so there is copper. Oh, is that copper right there that I'm looking at? Yeah, that's copper right there. Nice. Is there limestone? There is limestone. Wow, that popped up quick. Yeah, there's limestone like right out there. Awesome. So we got a nice little area here as well. So we know there's coal below us. So up here's the iron. We got to clear out these little fireflies. Whatever the heck they're called. Oh, God. I wonder if this one-shots them. It does. Oh. Get wrecked. Oh, I'm getting wrecked. There's one left. Come here, come here. Hey. Alrighty. So this area is cleared out. We have, this is iron, correct? Ooh, a pure node. Nice. So we got pure node there. Coal nodes are, there's 1, there's 2, and then there's 2 more over here? Yep. Or at least 1. There's 3. Oh, and there's 4. Wait, why didn't it go off? Yeah, there we go. 4 coal mines. I don't know if they're normal or pure. And 1 pure iron node. Okay, so what we're gonna do, because it's the same old process, I'm gonna set up miners on all of this. Maybe I pump it out to this nice open area, build a little foundation, pump out the iron out there, pump the coal over there, and we get started making steel. So let's get to it, make some foundations, and get everything set up for our steel factory. Let's go. No, I'm so dumb. So I'm sitting here thinking, okay, how do I make steel? You don't put coal in the smelter and you needed iron ore, right? Totally forgot. It's 3 iron, 3 coal in a foundry. I didn't bring any materials for a foundry. I need modular box frames and rotors, so I need to go all the way back to base, grab that stuff, come back out. But before I do that, show you what I did real quick. All I did was make a little 8x8 out here. I did levitate it. That is gonna have to be what I'm gonna have to do for a bit, just because eventually we're gonna have to build vertical. That's the only way in this game to get clear space, because I was gonna build like this way, but then you got this giant rock in the way. And then it's like, oh, I was gonna build down here, but then if you start building flat down here, you're gonna run into these hills and this rock I'm standing on and that little hill over there. So eventually you kind of just have to build in the sky here, unless you build super, super small little buildings here or there. So yeah, this is gonna be our main platform. I guess we just go straight into foundries here, and then we just leave all this area open so we can expand it for even more foundries in the future. And then the next floor up is where I'll do constructors to make like steel beams and stuff. And then I guess from there, we do conveyor belts all the way back to base. Eventually, I know there's trains in this game. So eventually I think maybe we do trains to go from here back to base. But for now, we're just gonna have to do conveyor belts, because it's either I conveyor belt the steel beams and steel ingots back, or I conveyor belt the coal back. Either way, something's getting sent back to base. So I might as well just do the finished product. But before we do that, I gotta run back to base, get the modular frames, get the rotors, and we'll be back and hopefully have some foundries set up. All right, big walk coming in. Let's go. And here we are with the foundry set up, at least. I don't have any mines set up, but this is how I'm gonna do it. The foundries take 45 coal and 45 iron a piece, so that is what, 135? Our mine, the pure node, can only do 120, so it's not quite 3, but it's definitely over 2. So I'm just gonna use the overflow manifold method to feed this, because the beauty with this is it's also very expandable. So when I get a better mine, when I get the mine Mark II, I should have no problem hooking up a better belt, feeding it right in. Put in a couple more foundries, should be good to go. I don't have to do any kind of weird load balancing or anything like that. Iron, since these are only normal. Wait, no, it's the other way around. We got a bunch of pure copper, normal copper, and one pure iron. So yeah, it's the other way around. We can do a better iron node, get that in here. We do have to combine 2 or maybe even 3 of these coal nodes and then bring them up, just because those are normal nodes. That's a pure node for iron. But yeah, one of these lines is gonna be for iron, one's gonna be for coal. That's the best way I can figure out how to do these. I really wish that the lifts could go down from here, but they can't. It's like too small of a space, because that would look so awesome to have this go straight across and then feed down, but instead I have to do these weird ramps. Not a big fan of that, but hey, it works. So then on the other side, we have it all just going into a merger, and then this will be our steel ingots out. And then I guess we're gonna pipe those back. Oh, do we pipe steel ingots back, or do we make like steel beams? Probably steel ingots, right? Because things like the steel beams and steel pipes are probably things I'm gonna need to turn in at some point. So I would like there to be more storage and things like that out there, instead of me having to come way out here for it. So yeah, maybe this is just purely steel ingots production, and then all of it just gets piped back. I think that seems like a fairly reasonable thing. So let's get down from here, and we'll go set up the mines. The mines should be super simple. Underneath, I just made a small little flat layer for me to pipe in our stuff. This is kind of gonna be the logistics layer where I combine multiple nodes and things like that. Again, one of these is for coal, one's for iron, but that should be good to go. So all I gotta do is set up some mines, hook them up to power, and we should be good. So let's get that done, and we'll be right back. Would you look at that? We have steel ingots. All right. So this is what I did. Got this iron mine set up. It is pumping in. Let's get a better look at this. It is pumping in on a Mark II conveyor belt, all 120 coming through. And then it's coming up this first line, all pumping in here. And then we got 2 coal nodes, 60 each, they're normals. They're going down here they're going into a merger, and then they're coming in on this line. So we got 120 of iron, 120 of coal, feeding these 3 foundries. These 3 foundries do need 135 resources per minute. So these first 2 are gonna get, why is it not outputting? So yeah, oh, it's full, duh. These first 2 are gonna be able to run at 100% capacity. This last one is not gonna be able to, just because eventually it's not gonna get enough resources. But as we get that Mark II miner unlocked and better conveyor belts, we should be able to take care of that. So now that we got steel ingots, what do we do with those? What else do we get? Steel beams. So that's a constructor and do steel beams. We could do this part here. I don't know if there's a reason why we need steel ingots necessarily back at the main base. It actually doesn't seem like we do. The only thing is we need modular box frames out here to make... What did we unlock? Versatile framework? Yeah. So how do we get this out here? Reinforced plates, so that takes a bunch of iron and rods. And we don't really have iron out here besides that 1 iron node, right? We don't have another iron thing out here. Let's check, let's check. 1 there. Oh, wow. There's nothing. 600 that way we have iron. I mean, that's not terribly far. It's probably like right past. That's not it, is it? Wait, is that it? No, that's not it. That can't be it. That's like 300 meters, right? Yeah, it beeped way after that. So it's probably right after this ridge. I still think that's too far. Yeah, because our hub is only equally like 800 away. Huh. So, we could either make steel pipes and the steel beams here and pipe those 2 back, or we could figure out a way to get modular box frames over here, or to produce them over here. I'm not too sure what's gonna be better. I just hate, like, I don't want to redo my base, you know, 10 different times. I guess maybe that's part of the game, though. I am kind of thinking we do steel beams and steel rods here, and then we pipe back the rods and the beams together. So what does it cost to make those? Steel beams is just, okay, constructor, easy enough, 15 per minute, no problem. Steel pipes is 20 per minute. Weird math. That should be fine. We're producing, ideally we're producing 135. And that's what, 35? So that's 70. This would be 140. I hate it when the math isn't right. I don't think I'm gonna worry about the math too much in this game. I think I'm gonna do a lot of this sort of a thing where I just do like overflow methods. And eventually there's gonna be a machine or 2 that aren't gonna be at 100% efficiency. But I think it's worth it for my sanity. I'm not going for any crazy mega 100% efficiency builds or anything like that. Power definitely would, because that was pretty easy to figure out, but this, I don't know. It's just gonna get worse and worse. So I think what we do, let's build another layer on top of this, maybe about the same height away as this floor is, and then we will get some constructors going. We will instead send this up, and then I guess we'll send it up here, and we'll go up into constructors, and we'll make steel beams and steel pipes, and then we'll work on sending that all the way back to our main base, where it will then combine, I guess. Oh no, how do we make, this is gonna be an issue. Wait, whoa. Versatile framework. Oh good, it needs steel beams, so it's fine if we pipe back steel beams. So we're good. I don't think we need steel ingots for anything else, although it doesn't show us. I wish it showed us like what this turns into. But we should be good. So I'll make another layer here. We'll get some constructors set up, and we'll start pumping out steel beams and steel pipes. So let's get started on that, and we'll come back. All right, we are back. I got another layer set up. Why can't I get up here? There we go. So what I did, I extended out this row here. Got lines going up. I disassembled the outputs for now, but we got to do that. I figured I'd show you how I do that. Got a stackable conveyor pole here just so I can use it as a ladder. So up here, I got 2 sets of constructors. This is gonna be like steel pipes or beams. This one's pipes, that one's beams. I was looking at the numbers wrong. So I was looking at the output in that window earlier, not the input. So these take 30 ingots, whereas I think this was 60. So yeah, already enough. This is a 2-to-1 ratio, so that should be pretty easy to split up. The reason I did it like this though, is it's gonna be very easy for me in the future. Once I get that Mark II miner here and get 240 iron in, and then I could hook up all of these coal mines, we're gonna be able to produce steel a lot quicker. So eventually what I'll be able to do is hopefully get like a set of foundries that just directly feed into this line and another set that directly feeds into this line. But for now, what we're gonna have to do, we're gonna have to like combine these and then split all these and things like that. So let's do that. So what we wanna do is we wanna merge all of these. So again, this is all temporary because eventually all that's gonna get expanded. So this is gonna change quite a bit. So let's just merge this up. Just throw it there. I need a, nope. Mark II, there we go. Wait, what? Mark II, let me select it. There we go. Trying to use the piping tool and it wasn't working. All right, that'll go in there. That'll go there. So then it was a 2-to-1 ratio right now. So now we need to split it. Let's split it over here. And then we need to merge that back. And we'll merge it going here. All right, so this is a little confusing. Again, temporary, so don't mind the spaghetti right now. So that goes there, and that goes up there. All right, so these 3 are making steel ingots. They will pump up, split in a 2-to-1 ratio. Since this side only needs 30 ingots, this side needs 60. So ideally it'd be 30, 30, 30, and then 30 this way. 30 plus 30 into a merger goes to 60, so that should be good. Oh, I gotta connect those with power. Uh-oh. Do I have enough power on this one? I do. Awesome. Let's grab this. Let's head up. I really need to make use of the wall connectors. They look so nice. All right, we'll split this way. Yeah, let's just split it like there. And we'll split this one there, and then we'll shove it out. Is that where I did it? I think that's where I did it. Do that there. Sure, right next to the line. You need to hook up this oh. I was like, what? Hook up what connection? There we go, power line there, power line there. Power line there, all those have power. This side's making pipes. Other side is making beams. I think what I'm honestly gonna do, I might travel out there, try to find that iron. So I think what I'm gonna do is over there is gonna be my iron factory, and then I'm gonna kind of move the copper factory a little. It's really close to the iron. So I think I'm gonna set things up in small factory areas based on the material coming in. So we have a concrete factory, iron factory, copper factory. Over here will be the steel factory. So I need a way to get iron, and I figure that's probably the easiest way to get iron over there is we'll pump that iron over here, and then anything that has to do with steel for the most part will be here. And eventually, I know there's super complicated things, like we found that hard drive and computer and stuff. So I know eventually we're probably gonna be combining 3 or 4 things. Once we get to the point that we need, say, steel beams plus modular frames plus copper sheets, you know, like things from 3 different factories, at that point, I think we'll set up a new area over here somewhere. We'll find a spot and make that kind of the giant, you know, super assembly factory where we need components from various smaller factories. I think that's how we're gonna set up this playthrough, is do the separate factories for the small stuff, and then one huge factory that handles the combining of multiple parts into one thing. And I think we'll be good from there. But yeah, that's the general idea of what I'm gonna plan to do. I know some people prefer mega builds and things like that. I don't know if I have the patience for that, or the time, quite frankly. So we're gonna do it this way, do a lot of sub factories. Also, whoa! Also, it's probably a lot easier on like the lag. I can't imagine how laggy it would be if you had everything produced in like a giant tower. Although that would be a fun little challenge to see if you get everything produced in like a little 10 by 10 area and just a giant pillar going up. That could be a fun idea, but I don't know. It's probably so much lag. I think we'll stick with this for the time being. So all these are powered. Make that steel beams. Steel beams. Alrighty, so this is making steel pipes. This should be making steel beams. Eventually, I think only this one and maybe this one will run. Same with over here. I think only this one will ever run. Eventually, I don't think these are going to have enough steel ingots in them. I think this is going to be taking all the ingots before it ever fills up. Right? This is taking 3 steel ingots, 30 per minute. Yeah, this is taking 30 per minute. As you can see, I think this is actually going down. So eventually these two aren't even going to be used. So I think what we do now is, because we need to make versatile framework, we need to take modular frame plus steel beams, put them in an assembler to get this versatile framework. I think we now do another level on top that's going to be assembler. Same way we have in steel. We have smelters on the first level, constructors second level, third level assemblers. I think we'll do that here for steel, smelters and constructors, and then up there will be assemblers. So yeah, let's do that. Actually, what we need to do first, we need to go explore out there, find those iron mines, and see if it's an easy way for me to get iron back over here, because I don't need all that much. I just need a little bit. And then we will go from there. So let's do some exploring. Let's see if there's iron out there. And then we can work on potentially getting the versatile framework set up. So let's do some exploring and we'll be back. Alrighty, exploring is done. So I crossed the water. Let me see. I don't know if we could show you from here. But what I did, cross the water, there's a little land bridge. Let's see if I can get over there. Oh, I don't know if we could see it. It's so hazy. Here, maybe we can zoom in. Maybe we could zoom in. All right, so there are coal mines, iron mine going over there. That's making steel pipes, steel beams right now. If we go this way, right there on the other side of this rock, there's like a thin land bridge that connects across this water. And then this just pretty much just loops straight up and you can walk straight up here. So up here is where these iron nodes are at. It looks like I got 4 of them, and I think they're all pure nodes. Got a pure node there, pure node there. I want to say this is pure as well, and then there's one more over here. There's these dang fireflies over here, though. Maybe I can check it without getting too close. Pure. Yeah, so we got 4 pure nodes here. So that's insane. We also got, I think that's limestone up there. So what I'm thinking is, and I don't know what that is. I don't even think it pops up. Iron? Yeah, that's definitely not iron, because that would have popped up. Is this copper? It's not copper. It's definitely not limestone. Oh, so that's something new. So we gotta remember that one. But I am thinking, I think stuff is just gonna get worse in terms of, at some point, we're probably going to need to combine like steel beams with copper wire, with reinforced plates, and need all this stuff. I kind of think I almost don't have a way to do a non-centralized base. So I think what we're going to do, I am not going to make the versatile framework over here like I had originally planned. I had planned to pump this iron over here, make versatile frameworks, and then send that all over there. But instead, what I think I'm going to do, although maybe that is still possible, what I am going to do, though, is pump the steel beams and the steel pipes, steel rods, over to the main base, kind of the main base. I think we're going to find a new area and build a super large factory and probably disassemble part of the iron factory. And basically anything that's at a tier of assemblers or above, that's just gonna go into basically an assembly factory. Anything else that is purely like smelters and constructors only, like it's a one-step sort of process, I'll do near the nodes. So say if I needed more iron ingots, more rods, more screws, things like that, I would do that all here and then pump out the output over to the new base area that I want to set up. But for steel, since we did need something like coal and iron, again, that's only like the foundry and the constructor. Gonna get all that produced here, sending off to the assembly structure. So I think that's what we're gonna do. So I don't necessarily think I need this iron right now. We could probably do without this for the time being. I think our main goal is going to be to get a new assembly area set up. But to do that, I need to deconstruct that third floor of my iron factory. So that way we can move all of those assemblers to the new area. And then I also want to redo part of the iron factory, maybe even all of it, and get it very crystal clear that, you know, floor 1 is only ever smelters, and I need to build it in a way that if I get more mines, well, I am going to get more mines or higher level miners, I'm going to need more throughput. So I'm going to need more smelters, which means I need more space. So I need to build everything in layers and also build it in a way that I have more space. And then from there, the idea is that iron factory would say pump out screws, rods, and iron plates. Those 3 lines would then go over to the assembly factory, combine with the stuff from the copper factory, combine from stuff with the steel factory, and all of that stuff gets assembled together. But like I said, that requires me redoing the iron factory at the base, and it requires me to get a lot of concrete and a lot of reinforced plates, so that way we can get Mark II conveyor belts all the way back to the base from the steel factory. So that's going to take a bit, but I think we're going to handle that on the next episode. So look forward to that, but until then, take it easy, everyone.